So the Agents SDK with the E2B computer template lets us get some pretty powerful behavior with just a couple lines of code. Here we've created a sandbox using the E2B computer use template, and we've given it to an agent. So the agent can use the computer to accomplish arbitrary tasks, which is, you can imagine, can be quite useful, if not fun. So for instance, let's just go to Hacker News and see what's up. So we can just tell it to do that. All right, and so it should be able to then take a screenshot of the computer, and then it'll open Hacker News. Yep. And I can say, let's go visit the first link, which happens to be something about WhatsApp. Okay. And he visited the first link. Great. And so we can see the agent's kind of hooked into the computer. As far as hooking this in, there's not really much that we had to do to get it working. So there's basically 4 pieces to this, where we've got a driver, we've got an agent, a loop, and then an entry point. So our driver's up here, our desktop computer. It's got all the functions that we need, where we can click, we can double click, we can type things, move, whatever. That's getting fed into our agent. So he's got a little wrapper here for the shell commands that each of the interactions with the driver is actually getting run as a shell command. So he's got these tools, right, as most agents do, with instructions on what to do inside the machine. And between that, he's able to do all the interactions that we saw. That's running inside of this run REPL, which is just a loop. Let's just see the back and forth down here. And then an entry point that started up the thing in the first place. So, you know, one of the cool things about being on a computer is if the tool that you're looking for doesn't exist, well, you can just write it. And so, you know, let's just say there's an important task that I want to do that the current programs don't support, such as, oh, I don't know, I want to play tic-tac-toe. That's not on this computer, but the AI can write it for us. And in fact, since we've got a browser, it can write it in the browser, and that's fairly simple. So we can be like, hey, the tic-tac-toe game in the browser for 2 players. All right, and so the AI should be able to make us a tic-tac-toe game in the browser. Then the question is going to be, can it play with us? And I imagine as the AIs get better, we'll see better performance on this last task. But for now, let's see what it does. All right, he's going. There we go. All right. So I'll be X. I'm going to click up here. All right. All right. So I told it I made a move. It's now taking a screenshot, and it's taking top middle. All right. All right. Let's move again. Let's see if it's going to recognize it. It needs to get that middle space. It did not recognize it, although it does see that. And so then I'll take this space here, and it could tell that I won. All right. And so that's pretty cool. Right now, I'm pretty sure future AI, we won't be able to win like this, but at least we are able to see, you know, it's able to get the full cycle going, that it can see through the screenshot what's happening and interact with it that way. So very powerful as far as the possibilities that this opens up. We didn't have to really do a whole lot of coding, and the harness just does it for us. So excited to see what y'all build. And yeah, it's pretty fun.